skeleton, skeleton. Strategy, strategy. Attract, attract. Hence, hence. Architecture, architecture. Handle, handle. Wilderness, wilderness. Category, category. Funeral, funeral. Prefer, prefer. Outcome, outcome. Humiliation, humiliation. Ban, ban. Flush, flush. Omit, omit. Despair, despair. Alert, alert. Compact, compact. Likewise, likewise. Astonish, astonish. Panic, panic. Optimistic, optimistic. Murder, murder. Fundamental, fundamental. Loyal, loyal. Humid, humid. Pretend, pretend. Graduate, graduate. Delicate, delicate. Inflate, inflate. Adequate, adequate. Physician, physician. Joint, joint. Via, via. Passage, passage. Vessel, vessel. Restore, restore. Passive, passive. Marble, marble. Classify, classify.